are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow.
Alright, so that's pretty much going to wrap it up for today. I just kind of wanted to go in and hit a nice little shoulder day for you guys, get a nice little pump going. But yeah, no, so pretty much my shoulder days, what they kind of look like is I start off with dumbbells, and then I'll hit a couple heavier sets with dumbbells, and I'll kind of just work my way up. I'll start with like 50s, go light, hit it for like a super easy set of like 12, and then I'll transition into, like for today, ended up going into the 70s, and I hit those for like 10, pretty solid, pretty easy. And I try to keep my form like as good as possible, and I try to really, like, when I press and like have the weight all the way up at the top, I kind of just try to like take a deep breath in and really squeeze my chest as well as my shoulders. So I feel like that kind of helps. And then after my dumbbell overhead press, I ended up going into well, today I did Smith machine because I wanted to focus a little bit on form and then really just kind of like target my delts. So I went into a Smith machine shoulder press just because I wanted more of a fixed just shoulder movement. But typically on most days I'll usually go in and I'll do a free barbell overhead press, and I'll usually do that for like a 3x8 or maybe like a 3x10, just depending on the day. And then sometimes I'll do a drop set after that pretty much at like, I don't know, maybe drop like 10 to 15 pounds, whatever you're doing for, like, say you do a set of 8, maybe drop the weight 10, 15 pounds, and then do a set of 12 for a drop set after your 3 sets. So you can do that. I've done that a couple times. That really just destroys your shoulders. But yeah, no, today I ended up doing Smith machine. Don't normally do that, but like I said, trying to focus a little bit on form, trying to get those delts just kind of popping. So that's kind of why I did that, because if you're training more so for strength, it's probably typically better to do free-handed, like free barbell, I guess. So like instead of doing Smith machine, you use a barbell. That's probably better for utilizing progressive overload, but in which the way I train, normally I would do that, but today I just felt like mixing it up, trying to shock the muscle, so I just ended up going on Smith machine. But so it's good to like just change up your routines here and there, just try something new, and that way you're always shocking your muscle. So yeah. But anyway, after the Smith machine, I ended up going and doing some flies. Flies are a staple for my shoulder days because, or I guess lateral raises, whatever you want to call them, because they're super good for activating your delts. Okay, like your front delts as well as kind of your rear delts. You just gotta make sure you're doing it right. The way I kind of like try to think of it as is I try to think of it as like I'm in a fixed position and I'm just trying to pour like a glass of water or something like that. But so that's one of my staples for my shoulder days is the lateral raises, and then after that I end up going in and doing some triceps, because one thing that I have like noticed with that's kind of been like a trend for my training schedule is I don't typically go like super heavy for my triceps and also my biceps, to be honest. So one thing I want to start working on is I want to start like going heavier for those movements, just because I just feel like I'm really lacking in both those muscle groups. So I feel like I just need to just utilize progressive overload and really just hammer down on my bis and tris. So yeah, that's been today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed that nice little shoulder workout, and I'll probably see you guys in the next one. Peace.